Here we go.
Okay, let's begin. We're going to start from seated position because I don't have my blanket here today. Modification, I'll use a block, kind of like one of those blocks that they're not too thick, too tall. And look, it's nice to open nicely the hips and the legs and allowing the spine, especially lower back, middle back, to find that nice length. And from here, we're going to, I'm sorry, I'm going to put my hair up. It's pretty humid. So my hair is nothing to do when I'm teaching towels that is flat here. It's like I feel like I'm a lioness. All right, from seated position, Sukhasana, easy pose. Let's find the opening, the front of the chest and shoulders, releasing the hands towards the hips, drawing the shoulders up to the ears, and then slowly release back and down. Hands to your thighs or knees, elbows by your rib cage, finding that nice engagement on the abdominal muscles to keep supported lower back, middle back. And we're going to guide the chin slightly back and towards the chest. And just closing the eyes, just feeling the present moment, taking the time. Like myself, in this case, I've been rushing all morning, struggling with connecting with the internet here in this new space that is doing just for a few days. And so I still like my mind and my body is all over the place. So I'm going to invite myself to take the time just to settling down, settling in mentally and physically, finding my true balance with the eyes closed and doing my best to connect with the breathing. I invite you to do so, same thing. Breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling the movement of the breath within the body. This is also a good idea if you are comfortable with the practice of Ujjayi breathing, the victorious breath. Finding that control of the length of the breath, the control of the movement, breathing in and out. Let's begin to move the neck and the head, slowly lifting the chin up with the inhale. Deep, long, controlled exhalations through the nostril as we draw the chin into the heart. And inhale to open and lift. And exhale down to the chest. Few more rounds like that. Linking breath with movement. And then find a neutral position of the chin and moving slowly the head, the neck from side to side to mobilize the cervical spine gently, laterally. Keep the shoulders down. It's a gentle movement. and neutral position of the neck. Now exhale, moving the head to one side and inhale to the opposite side. Again, slowly from side to side. And now full rotation, which is bring the chin up. Exhale to the right, to the chest. Inhale and up. Same direction. Loosening up any tension you might be holding the back of your neck, and then going to the opposite direction. And return the head back to neutral position. And we have the hands together, interlacing the fingers, straightening the elbows, shoulder height, round the spine, pull the belly in, holding position. Stretch the neck, upper spine, middle back, in between your shoulder blades, the muscles in between the rib cage and the back part. And just imagine you try to touch with the palms the wall that is opposite to where you are. And then slowly we lift the chest, we find the neutral spine, bring the arms out to the side in T, releasing the hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down, and we bring the hands again close to the heart center. Breathing in and out to slow down the breath, to slow down the mind. Now interlace the fingers, straighten the arms up and overhead, turn the palms up to the ceiling, straighten the elbows, reach, create a space in between each vertebrae. Flexing the elbows, relax the shoulders, you drop the top of the hands to the crown of your head. Tadaka Mudra. Inhale to straighten and reach. And exhale, flex and down. And inhale again, reach and extend. Flex and release. Separate the hands, bring the arms out and down. Relax your shoulders, make a fist, and have like a nice rotation of your wrist. Keep your shoulders and elbows soft, relaxing the wrist in one direction, the opposite direction. And then slowly arms to the side and T to open the front of the chest. Lower the right hand down and reach through the left side of the torso to the right. Inhale. Let's bring the arm up, lower the hand down, and move the spine to the left. And just sway from side to side. Just moving slowly. Spine moving laterally. And then slowly return back to the center. Lower your right hand down, both shoulders up, back and down. Let's come into the twist. Arms out to the side and all the way up to the head, to the sky. Twisting to the right. Left hand down to your right knee. Right hand behind you. Look over to your right shoulder. Chin slightly to your right shoulder. Holding position. And then inhale and do the twist. Sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left and over to the shoulder. And let's keep moving right to left, left to right, to working into the twist. So today's practice is going to be about moving the spine in all different planes that sometimes is hard to do throughout our daily lives. Modern life normally has us moving forward only, and the spine needs to move in all the positions possible. So twisting, laterally, flexing and extending for a very nice mobile spine. And then bring the arms out to the side, down towards the hip, bring the shoulders up, back and down. Both hands to your thighs or knees. Let's move into the cat-cow from this position. Elbows in, arch the spine, open the throat, round the spine, pull the belly in, elbows out into the chest. And just moving gently to arching and rounding. So we move the spine laterally and then twist, and now we're flexing and extending. Still warming up the body, so be gentle and be aware of which are the limitations of your body, especially today. Returning slowly back to the neutral spine with the hands together, back to Anjali Mudra. Closing the eyes or lowering the gaze towards the floor with the eyes closed. Returning back to the breath, checking in with the in breath and the out breath. As we slow down the mind, we'll bring the stillness and peace we all need. Again, you can return back to your Ujjayi breathing, breath control, opening the eyes slowly, bring the palms forward, rotate so the fingertips are facing to your shins, placing the ball of your hands and leaning forward to stretch the posterior part of your forearms. And then you can see, if you look, the ball of my right hand can go all the way then to the floor, but my left heel or left, just not too much, means like the tightness is happening more in my left arm. So I need to work a little bit more into that. Like being aware of the needs of our bodies, the asymmetries of our bodies. And then slowly release, return back to neutral, and then shake, shake, shake your wrist, your hands, your fingers, keep your shoulders, elbows soft, and then slowly release, hands down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down, shoulders up to the ears, forward, down, and back. Again, inhale, shoulders up, back and down, up, forward, down, and back. And just keep moving like this to release. And you move it like this, you can notice what's happening with the upper spines, especially the movement with the shoulder blades, and then slowly release. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, arms out and down. Bring the arms out to T position with palms facing forward. Exhale, slowly guide the arms, the front of the shoulders back, stretching the front of the chest, drawing the shoulder blades into each other. If you're sitting too much, we need to do this because we create a lot of tension at the front of the chest and shoulders, and that creates that slumping or just rounding the upper spine, which we don't want. From here, lower the hands down, and then shake, 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 shake your hands, your wrist, and hands behind you, and do the crossing of your legs, feet wider than the hips, and let's move the hips from side to side. So after being seated in one position, we'll bring mobility to the hips, to the legs. Again, slowly, gently warming up the body, drawing the sole of the feet together, and then just having the knees out. You can have the hips kind of close to your pelvic floor, holding from the top of the feet, dropping the shoulders back and down, closing the eyes, draw the chin, sliding back, and then down towards the chest. Close your eyes and return back to the breath. And then slowly release. Use your hands to assist the knees to come back to the center of the thighs. And from here, let's have the feet in front of you with the legs straight. Have some separation, the feet, Hands behind you for support again, and let's rotate from the hip joints, feet out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Still on the warming up stage, bending the knees, keep the hands behind you in some way, wiper movement again. And dropping the legs to one side. Let's find our way to tabletop position. So because for instance, I have my kneecaps that I need to protect, I don't have my blanket with me. So what I do, I modify folding my yoga mat to have an extra padding so my knees are protected. So let's come to tabletop in a neutral position with the wrist under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and let's move the hips from side to side. Even though we're moving the hips here, our torso follows with this lateral movement again of the rib cage. Like I said at the beginning, we are focusing mainly our spine to move laterally, flexion, extension, and twisting. We'll return back to center neutral position, and we're going to place the left hand under the left shoulder with an exhalation, open and twist to the right. And exhale, thread the right arm under your left arm. Relax the right side of the face all the way down towards the floor. And bring the left arm up to the sky. If it feels right for your left shoulder, flex the elbows and rest the hand on the back of your sacrum. Just breathe through this. This is a gentle twist. Return back to your breath, please. And place the left hand under the left shoulder, under the twist, tabletop position. Now, place the weight on the right hand, open and twist to the left. And exhale, thread the left arm under the right arm. Left shoulder goes down, left side of the face as well. And again, it feels right, the right shoulder, you can wrap it around. Close your eyes. Use your breath. And place the right hand again towards the mat, gently and do the twist. Let's come to tabletop position and moving the spine into flexion, extension, cat-cow. Drop the belly, open the chest, round the spine, belly in chin. Inhale, drop and open. Exhale, round. And just keep moving at your own rhythm. Relaxing the neck. Visualizing the spine moving slowly. And then coming back to center. So take a moment here. Nice. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to slowly drop the hips towards the heels. Relax forearms, elbows, and forehead towards the floor. Balasana. Child's pose. And lateral stretches the torso. From this position, lift the chest slightly off the mat. Walk the hands to the right side, softening the elbows. Place the left hand on top of your right and stretch gently those intercostal muscles on the left side of the torso. Make sure your forehead is down. Go back to your breath. And lift the chest off the mat, go all the way to the opposite side. Right hand on top of your left, elbow forms down and release. And inhale back to the center, tabletop. From here, extend your left leg back. Now, flex your left knee, step forward with your left foot, and slide the right knee back. So left knee is over to your left ankle, right knee is not under your right hip, and we're going to come into tucking the toes under, pick up the knee of the mat, high lunge, inhale, twist to the left, exhale, left hand down, twist to the right, exhale, hand down, engage the core, lift the torso, arms overhead. Exhale, hand down, open and twist to the left. Exhale, hand down, open and twist to the right. Exhale, hand down, engage, lift the torso, arms overhead. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, open and twist to the left. Exhale, hand down, open and twist to the right. Hand down, activate the core, arms overhead. Lower the hands down, drop the right knee down towards the mat. Left knee comes to meet your right knee, and let's all come to Balasana, Child's Pose. Take a moment, relax and breathe before we move to do exactly the same thing on the opposite side. Take a moment. I'm adjusting a little bit my screen. And from Balasana, we'll come to tabletop position. The right leg goes back now, flex the right knee, step forward, slide the left knee back, tuck the toes under, high lunge. Now, same thing, left hand down by your right foot, we're going to begin. Open and twist to the right with the right arm, exhale, hand down. Inhale, open and twist to the left, hand down. Activate the core, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, open and twist to the right. And exhale to lower. Open and twist to the left. And down. Inhale, reach to the fingertips. And exhale, lower. One more time, each side. Open and twist to the right. Exhale, hand down. Open and twist to the left. Hand down. Inhale, bring arms overhead. Drop the hips. Hands down towards the floor. Let's step to downward dog. Both heels are wide as your hips. Your wrist wide as your shoulders. There's external rotation of the shoulders. Chin into the chest. And let's bring the heels. And then the hips going down. And going up. And going down. Going up. And down. One more. Up and down. Now we're lengthening the spine. Lift the heels. Drop the knees down to tabletop position. Then just drop the hips to your heels. Hands by your knees. Kneeling position. Lift the chest, shoulders back and down. Let's work with extension and arching of the spine through modified camel pose. So let's bring the hands towards the sacrum with the fingertips pointing towards the heel, elbows in, and we're going to guide through the thighs, the pelvis forward, and we are actively arching the upper spine. Don't drop the head back. Very hard to breathe like that. Keep your neck slightly neutral. The idea is that you have to have the gaze somewhere where the wall meets with the ceiling. And keep arching gently. Keep breathing into this extension of the spine. And from here, drop the hips to the heels, slowly fall forward, have your arms down by your side, take a few rounds of breath. And let's repeat 2 more times. Round number 2. Engage the core, pick up the head, pick up the chest, kneeling position. Placing the hands to the second, elbows in, guide the pelvis and hips forward, arch the spine, and again, find that neutral neck where you can focus on the line where the wall meets with the ceiling, arching, and then slowly releasing again. Hips to the heels, rounding and relaxing the arms down to drop into Balasana. Again, inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, opening the chest. Hands down, elbows in, guide for the thighs, the front of the hips, the pelvis, arch the upper spine. And just don't drop the head back. Gently arching. We're stretching the front of the torso, the body, and then slowly we drop the hips to the heels, and then slowly back to Balasana. Take a moment, drop the shoulders, the elbows. Breathe through this. Nice and steady. Forward and relaxed. And then from here, bring the palms forward, returning to tabletop position. And this is from here, we're going to work in sunbird. So we're going to extend. This is kind of balanced, but also arching and rounding. We're going to extend the left leg back. The right arm goes forward, chin and neutral neck. Again, inhale, exhale. Flex right elbow, flex right left knee around the spine. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, flex and round. Inhale, extend to neutral spine. Exhale, flex round as you guide the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale, extend and reach. Flex and round. One more. Inhale, extend. Flex and round. Inhale, extend and hold in position. Keep your neck neutral. Keep your spine neutral. Activating the core muscles. Lifting the leg so the leg is not dropping. We're keep the left leg active. Left heel in line with your left hip. Nice, easy breathing. Right hand down. Step forward with your left foot. Slide the right knee back to find a nice opening on the right hip flexor. And we're going to arch the spine again. We're going to bring the arms overhead. Guide the pelvis and hips to the front. Sweep the arms out to the side, all the way behind you. Interlace the fingers, slide the palms down, and arch the spine. Again, stretch the front of the chest as you draw the shoulder blades into each other. We are moving the spine backwards, opening the front of the chest and the shoulders. And from here, we're going to come into flexion. Hands down towards the floor, and then we're going to straighten the knee, move the hips back, round the spine to bring the chin in, and guiding the hips back. Not just to stretch the hamstrings on the left leg, but to grounding gently and safely the neck, thoracic spine, lumbar spine. Watch your breath, please. Now flex your left knee and then bring your left knee back to Balasana, Child's Pose. Take a moment, relax forearms, elbows down, forehead towards the floor. Remember, modify. If you cannot reach the floor with your forehead, you have your block and you bring the floor closer to your forehead. Don't press or engage the muscle of your neck. Rest and breathe. And from here, let's return to tabletop position. Now the right leg goes back and up. Flex the knee, step forward, and slide the left knee back. Lift the chest, shoulders back and down. Move the pelvis and the hips to the front. Arms forward and up. Arms out behind you. Bring the hands down to your sacrum. Interlace your fingers. Shoulder blades into each other. Work through the breath, going inward as you stretch the front of your chest, shoulders, the front of the torso, but especially your left hip flexor. So we're working now into opening, stretching, and arching the spine backwards. It's a movement we hardly ever do in our daily lives. That's why it's so important, especially when we're seated too much. Very safe thing to do. Breathing in and out. Let's go from this position, counterbalancing from an extension into flexion. Hands down, straighten the legs, move the hips back, round the spine, chin to the chest. And let's stretch the posterior part of the torso, the spine. Flex your right knee, lead with the chest, tuck the toes under and pick up the left knee off the mat. Let's bring the hands to the left side, walk, walk, walk to the center. Keep your feet wider than the hips, have your feet parallel, and then flexion, crown of the head pointing towards the floor. And just not just working with the opening of the hips, the inner thighs, but you are lengthening the spine, creating space in between each vertebrae assisted by gravity. Breathe. Bend the knee slightly, and then guide the hands towards the hips. Engage the core, keep your neck neutral, slowly lift the torso, lift the head, straighten both legs, flex the right knee, bring the right foot under the right hip, left foot under your left hip. Hands together, close to the heart center. Welcome to Samastiti, equal standing pose. So we work down in the mat, all different planes of the spine, twisting, lateral bend, flexion, extension. Let's work now from a standing position. We're going to start from here, hands down, have your feet a little bit wider than the hips, relax your knees, slightly bent, relax your hips, and let's just sway, twisting the spine as we move the arms from side to side. Give some movement to those muscles surrounding the spine, the rib cage. And then slowly from here, back through center, straightening the legs, and keep your left hand down by your left hip, reaching with the arm up and move the hip to the right, the spine moves to the left, and back through center. Inhale, left arm up and over, twist, moving to the right, inhale, back through center. Right arm go out, move the spine to the left, return through center. Left arm goes up and over, hips to the left, spine to the right, back through center. One more time, each side. Back through center, one more. Reaching and moving the spine. Back through center, both shoulders up, backing down. Let's have the feet now wider than the hips, turning the feet slightly out. From here, from lateral, now to twist again. Arms out to the side, T position, engage the core. Lead with the chest slightly forward to create space, and exhale, twist to the left, lower the right hand down, and then move your left shoulder more back. Engage the core and do the twist. Bring the left hand down, arms to the side. From flexion, open neutral spine. Inhale, lead with the chest, move slightly forward from the waist up, twist to the right, left hand down, right shoulder moves back. Take a nice inhale, lower the right hand down, neutral position, arms out to the side until lift the torso, neutral position. Inhale, Exhale, move the chest slightly forward. Twist to the left, right hand goes down. When you are there, slightly move your left shoulder back. Exhale, left hand down. Activate the core, arms to the side, lift the torso. Airplane pose. Inhale, slightly move the chest slightly forward from the waist up. Left hand down, twisting even more through the shoulder. Exhale, right hand down. One more time, each side. Inhale, arms to the side. Neutral position, T position. Inhale. Exhale, move the spine forward, twist to the left, right hand down. Move the left shoulder back. Exhale, left hand down. Last round. Activate the core, arms out to the side, neutral position. Move the chest slightly forward, twisting to the right. Left hand down, rotate the shoulder back, and then slowly all the way down. Relax, nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Rounding the spine, bend the knees, stay your arms, steady, come all the way up to standing, bring the shoulders up, back and down, and back to center. Rotating the right foot forward, spin off the back heel, flex the right knee, drop your left knee down, and hands down to come back to tabletop. Move the hips to Balasana, take a moment, rest and breathe. Palms forward, return back to tabletop position. Instead of having the knees under the hips, move the knees slightly back. Flex the elbows. Bring the elbows by your rib cage. Activate the core to lower the chest, the pelvis, the belly, everything down. Let's work on another extension and arching the spine through Cobra Bhujangasana. Have your hands by your rib cage, elbows by your rib cage, legs and feet together, holding position first. Return to your breath. With the next inhale, remember when we do Cobra, the idea is to activate the muscle of the spine to strengthen them there. At the same time, we're opening the front of the chest. We don't want the elbows out. We don't want the hands to press and do the work of the hands. We need to make those muscles of the spine to work. So the hands are for support. Keep the neck neutral. Inhale slowly left. Exhale slowly lower. Inhale up to Cobra. Exhale down towards the mat. At your own rhythm. Just keep moving up with inhalation and with exhalation down. And 3 more rounds like that. One last. And all the way down. Now make a pillow. Stack one hand on top of the other one. Elbows out. Rest your forehead down to your hands. Have your feet wide as your mat. And wiggle your hips, your lower back to release any tension there. Now from here, keep your forehead down, press the pelvis and the hips, and inhale, lift the feet up, and exhale down. And going up and down, and press and lift, and lower. 3 more, up down, up and down. Last one, up and down. Flex the knee, bring the sole of the feet together. Let's counterbalance that back bend by placing the hands by your rib cage. Press, lift the chest, lower the feet, move the hips to the heels, relax your lower back, middle back, forehead towards the floor or towards the globe. Back to the full breath. Even though you are here in neutral spine, you are gently stretching your lower back. Hands under the shoulders to press, lift the head, lift the chest, right knee comes to meet your left knee, drop the hips to the left, bring the legs to the front. Let's all find our way to the front of the mat. If you have something to protect your head in the back, a blanket, a towel, please do so. I don't have anything, and I think this is too high for my neck, so I'm just going to do my best from here. Actually, look, what if I actually fold this? I don't know if it's going to stay. Just find a way. It stays there to protect my neck and my head. Rounding the spine into farmer's pose, rounding and strengthening. Rounding and strengthening. Rounding, strengthening. Rounding, let go, engage the core to gently lay the spine one vertebra at a time. We're now lying down our backs with the knees bent, with the feet wide as your hips, heels under the knees, chin slightly tucked in. Welcome to bridge pose, where we're going to go from neutral into arching with the breath. Chin in, watch your breath. Slowly pick up the lower back pelvis, come into high bridge. Drop your bridge halfway down. Relax your spine. Engage the muscle of the spine and lift your bridge as high as you can. And with a nice long exhalation, you slowly lower your bridge down. Neutral spine. Again, inhale, high bridge, pick up the pelvis, the hips, high bridge. Drop the bridge halfway down. Inhale, activate your high bridge. Slowly lower it down, 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 down. Again, inhale, lift, engage the muscles, high bridge. Drop it halfway down. Inhale, lift high as much as you can, and drop back into neutral. One more. You inhale and lift, high bridge. Drop halfway down, and lifting high bridge. Lower all the way down to spine neutral. Pick up the feet of the mat, hands to your knees, Apanasana to counterbalance. Guide the thighs in, guide the thighs away. At your own rhythm, in and out. Easy breathing, stretching your lower spine, releasing. Just breathe. Let's have a little bit of movement of the hips as we open and close. Keep your spine flat in the mat. Now let's come to legs, knees together. Pick up the feet so they are in line with your knees. Arms out in T. Let's twist to the left into our last twist. And use your left hand to guide the right knee closer to the left. Look over to the left shoulder. Close your eyes and breathe through this. Going back to that full, deep, easy breathing. And do the twist, slowly return back to center. Exhale, twist to the right, holding position, look over to left shoulder. Slowly undo the twist, return back to center. Lower the feet down, have your feet the width of your hips. Lift the pelvis and hip to bridge to align your spine nicely, and then slowly release it down towards the floor. Let's have the legs up to the sky to have some rotation from the ankles to the feet. Moving in one direction. My ankles are practically crazy today. I did a lot of walking, running errands today. When I'm here in Corrientes visiting family, there's so many things to do, especially the first weekend then, things kind of slow down. But it's been wild. So a lot of walking, which is fine. I love walking, but my ankles are going like, oh, give me some rest. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Lower the feet down, toes the floor together, open the knees out, sole of the feet together, hands to your belly, relax from the chest, shoulders, release the inner thighs, the groins, the pelvic floor, chin slide into the chest. And then slowly thighs, knees in, walk your feet the width of your mat, arms out in T. Let's windshield walk, burden of the legs and the head. Some movement here. Just be gentle, don't rush, please. Let's return to neutral position. Have the feet straighten the legs, turn the feet out to both corners of the mat. Arms somewhere between your shoulders and the hips, palm facing up. Making any adjustment in between your shoulder blades, sacrum and hips. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. And again. One more. Close your lips. Return back to your regular breathing pattern. You are now in our last asana, our last pose. Welcome to Shavasana. Time to rest, time to pause, time to find some stillness, peaceful state of the body and the mind. Your eyes are closed. Natural breath. Just be aware of your body, how my body feels after this time where I move with awareness. Well, allow my spine to move into flexion, extension, twisting, and lateral bend. There's so much going on the spine from the cervical area down to the sacrum. Watch your breath. Let it go. Allow your body to slow down in a way that it feels that every single joint muscles, tendons, and ligaments are surrendering to this moment. Your body should feel heavy and light at the same time. We're sinking down to earth, inch by inch. And I invite you to visualize internally from the crown of the head all the way down to the sole of the feet, all the different areas of your body, perhaps still noticing some tightness, some restriction. And you'll do your best to send the message of softening, surrendering, and letting it go. Now, please, very slowly begin to bring awareness back to the body. Moving slowly your toes, your feet, your ankles. Relaxing your fingers, hands, wrists. Gently rock your head and neck from side to side. And as you inhale deeply into the nostrils, bring the arms up and overhead. Point the toes, reach through the fingertips, create a space in between each vertebrae. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, flex both knees, hug yourself slowly, roll over to one side. Take your time, please don't rush. And the head comes last. Let's all take a moment to find our position, seated with the spine upright, no tension in the muscles of the face, the jaw, or the shoulders. See if you need to modify. Bring the tension to the entire length of your spine. And again, visualize it. All the different vertebrae, cervical, thoracic spine, lumbar spine, down to the tip of your sacrum. Visualize the muscles surrounding it. And take a moment to express gratitude to our spine, towards the muscles supporting the spine, to the spaces in between each vertebrae, to all the nerves coming from in between each vertebrae, running to achieve and help with all the different functions in our organs. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Guiding the hands close to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. And let's all have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to keep cultivating in our minds, in our hearts. May all have peaceful, loving, sweet words to keep offering to everyone. And may our actions always, always be inspired by love, peace, sweetness, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now, thank you all very, very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Thank you and namaskaram.
Ah, thank you. That's good. I have to tell you, I needed it. A dear friend of mine yesterday afternoon, found out